Hold on to your bangers, folks, because Trump's at it again. This time, he's struck a trade deal with the UK. Think of it like a rom-com montage, handshakes, tariff reductions. You get the picture. This is the first bilateral trade deal since the reciprocal tariff spat, remember that? Good times. The deal, announced on May 8, 2025, has everyone talking. Well, everyone except maybe the Queen, because, well, she's seen it all. But for everyone else, it's the talk of the town, the pub, and probably even those weird little phone booths they have over there. So, what's in this deal, you ask? Buckle up, because it's a doozy. The UK gets to ship 100,000 cars to the US at a 10% tariff. That's down from a whopping 27.5%. They're practically giving those minis away. Oh, and they also ditched that pesky national security tariff. All of this has left the UK car industry doing a victory lap, which, knowing them, probably involves a cup of tea and a digestive biscuit. Now you might be thinking, John, this sounds like a right laugh, everyone wins. Well, hold your horses, because not everyone's cracking open the champagne just yet. In fact, some folks are downright fuming. And by folks, I mean US automakers. See, they're not exactly thrilled about this whole cheaper British cars thing. They're looking at this deal like it's a dodgy kebab after a night out, not appetizing and potentially disastrous. The American Automotive Policy Council, which represents big shots like Ford, GM, and Stellantis, are about as happy as a clam in a desert. Matt Blunt, the AAPC president, basically said this deal throws the USMCA under the double-decker bus. Why? Because it's now cheaper to import cars from the UK, which might have fewer American-made parts than from Canada and Mexico, where the USMCA rules. It's like inviting your maid over for dinner and then ordering takeout because it's cheaper. Meanwhile, across the pond, it's all sunshine and roses for the UK auto industry. They're popping champagne corks and doing donuts in their minis, probably. Mike Hawes, the head honcho of the British industry group SMMT, called the deal great news. And who can blame him? This deal is like winning the lottery, except instead of cash they get to sell more cars to Americans. And let's be honest, who doesn't love a good Jaguar or a classic Aston Martin? But while the Brits are busy celebrating, American carmakers are left wondering what hit them. GM's looking at potential profit losses of up to $5 billion because of these tariffs. That's a lot of dough, even for a company that makes big, gas-guzzling SUVs. Ford's also feeling the pinch, expecting a $1.5 billion hit this year, and that's not even counting the extra $2.5 billion in costs they're facing. It's enough to make you want to trade in your Mustang for a bicycle. Remember that whole USMCA thing? You know, the agreement that was supposed to make North America the envy of the trade world? Well, this new UK deal is making it look about as useful as a chocolate teapot. The AAPC's worried that this deal sets a dangerous precedent. What's stopping other countries like those sneaky Europeans or the folks over in Asia from demanding similar deals? It's enough to give a CEO a migraine. So what does the White House have to say about all this? Well, spokesperson Kush Desai is singing the deal's praises, talking about how Trump's committed to bringing back the American auto industry. He's touting things like bringing manufacturing back home, cutting those pesky tariffs, and getting rid of all those pesky regulations. But while the White House might be patting itself on the back, American carmakers are left wondering if anyone's actually looking out for them. It's a classic case of one step forward, two steps back, or maybe it's more like one step forward, get run over by a double-decker bus. Either way, it's not looking good for the American car industry.